This is a story of a bald eagle that was rescued on the reservation, White Earth Reservation in Minnesota on Shell Lake. And this is the picture of the eagle that was rescued on Shell Lake. And we're going to tell the story of how it was rescued and where and when and how. This is Susie. She's a Native American woman that lives on the reservation on Shell Lake. And she's also my mother. Mom, tell the story of this eagle. When and where did this happen?
It happened on White Earth Reservation, off of Highway 39 in the state of Minnesota. Pine Point, Minnesota is a reservation, and White Earth is a res we live on. It happened on Shell Lake. One day about 3 years ago, it happened. I was outside walking around. I seen this eagle. It was flying up and down in the air. And it looked like it was looking for food, fish. And it kept swimming, flying around. Then I noticed it dived in the water. When it dived in the water, it landed. And it was struggling to swim. It couldn't get up back in the air, and I yelled at my mom, my dad, and I yelled at my brother. There's something wrong with this eagle. So me and my brother walked out there, we watched the eagle. It started swimming toward shore. Well, the closer it got, my brother went out in the garage and he got a net. And he pulled her in with a net. So she came in and we brought her in the house. We wrapped her up, put her in the house, we dried her off. We put her in a box. And she let us pet her feathers and her nose, her beak. And she was he was real mellow. He wasn't mean or tried to bite us. And so we ended up calling the conservation officer. They came out, they asked us how we found her and stuff like that, and we told them how we rescued her. And then we asked him how could she have gotten sick, what happened. He said, the lady said that a lot of the eagles and the birds around here, ducks and geese and swans and eagles, they get sick from lead, from the guns and from fishing poles. When guys go fishing, they have these little beads. They're made out of lead. And what happens is when the animals, the fish or the birds, when the birds are looking for the fish, the fishermen hunt fish for the fish. The fish eat these lead balls.
Sinkers.
They absorb them. So when the birds go down and get them, they eat the fish, they ingest it into their digestive system, and that poisons them. It's just like when men go out hunting for deer or any kind of small game, they use lead bullets, and it's against the law to use lead bullets, so a lot of these men shoot with lead, and these animals, birds, ducks, whatever, they swarm in the sky and they see a dead deer or any kind of animal on the ground dead, they'll go down and they'll grab them and eat them. And when they eat them, the birds don't realize that they're ingesting lead. So what happens is it gets into their system and it poisons them. And 25 to 55% of the birds that ingest these fish and other animals in the water or on the ground, they get infested with this lead poison and it kills them. And anyway, she took the bird away. They went somewhere towards the city where they treat the animal. Well, the eagle was set free back into the wildlife refuge in White Earth. and it lived.
Nice. Now, when you first saw the eagle swimming towards the land, what were you thinking? What was your feeling?
My feeling was, look at this bird, it's beautiful. Wow, you know, and when you see an eagle, normally your Native Americans, they will take tobacco, from cigarettes, tobacco, and they throw it out to the eagle. When they throw it out to the eagle, it brings good luck. It's a blessing. You're blessing the eagle for a good life, and you're also getting blessings from the eagle. So anytime you see an eagle, you're supposed to throw tobacco.
Very good.
It's just like you take tobacco when there's a thunderstorm, lightning, or tornado. You take tobacco and you put it around your home. And it's supposed to protect your home from any lightning or tornadoes.
Wow. Well, I think that is a pretty good story about the rescuing of the eagle.
From a distance, the world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean meets the stream, and the eagle takes to flight. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the voice of hope, it's the voice of peace, it's the voice of every man. From a distance, we all have enough, and no one is in need. And there are no guns, no bombs, and no disease, no hungry mouths to feed. From a distance, we are instruments marching in a common land, playing songs of hope, playing songs of peace. They're the songs of every man. God is watching us, God is watching us, God is watching us from a distance. From a distance, you look like my friend, even though we are at war. From a distance,